Hey everyone, Christopher Paolini here with my good friend Bryce.
From Wraithmark Creative.
That's right. Now we get to actually talk about the big project. Bryce, why don't you go into the details of what people are getting on Kickstarter?
So, what a lot of people don't realize about Wraithmark is that we also love to do miniatures and statuettes. And we're going to be editing a ton of stuff into this video, so I'm not even going to pull stuff up on the screen here. But we are getting to do a collectible figurine of Saphira, and I am so psyched by
It's
this.
gorgeous. Put up a picture here. It's gorgeous, and not just that. We have a stretch goal for a figure of Eragon as well. Now you said figurine, but let's be clear. How big is this Saphira statue?
I think to tip of the wing, I think she is 12 inches. This is a collectible statuette. I
Yeah.
roughly here. We're still kind of working out some of the details because this was a project that was on a little bit of a timeline for various reasons that I'm sure you'll get into. But she is like 12 by 12 by 12 in like a cubic.
So
She
she's
big.
properly big.
She
Properly
big.
big.
Yeah.
This is a one-time. This is likely a one-time opportunity to get an official Saphira figurine that I've worked on with Ottavio. He's the artist who modeled Saphira and was very responsive to my feedback. Also, the runes around the base are the human rune system, which appears in the back of Murtag, and I wrote those runes myself for this sculpture.
Yeah, you custom did that. Like what I want a lot of people to realize, which is something that I think with projects like this, people don't always put together, is that you were on top of this basically the
Oh
entire
yeah.
way. We went through so many iterations and it was a ton of fun. And we had moments where you and I were both very worried, but
Yeah,
then
we nearly
Ottavio,
pulled the plug on this a couple of times because Saphira had to be right. I mean, something I really wanted was that sense of elegance and fierceness that some of the depictions of Saphira have not captured, and this one really does. This is a queen of the skies here. And we explored some options, and like we were looking at doing the dwarven armor that she's given in the first book, and started modeling that and getting that put on. But I think the problem with it is it obscured her form and shape so much that it was
yeah.
difficult for a sense of her character to come through. So ultimately, we said no armor. We're just going to have Saphira, and of course, Aragon with Zarok flaming in his hands.
Yep. Yeah, that's another model that is hopefully going to be right around here. But also, the modeler for Aragon is Daniel Sanchez. We also have to give him a shout out. So thank
Oh
you
yes.
both to Ottavio and Daniel because they did an incredible job. I am going to be clearing probably right here. I think she's going to go right here. All of these core amazing books that I have.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She's going to go right
Now,
there.
now, I'm sure some people are going to be wondering if this is going to be available as a printable file, that they can get to make their own versions. But I don't think we're doing that at the moment, are we?
No, unfortunately not. The honestly, the place that you are guaranteed to get this is on Kickstarter. If we have any left over afterwards, they're going to be incredibly limited and they are going to be more expensive than they are on Kickstarter. Kickstarter is a place to not only get the like a guaranteed statuette of her, but also to get it at the price that Kickstarter is offering. And I know we haven't even talked about this. We didn't even tease this as the last one. She also comes with a cool little additional serialized product that is only going to be one of one
Oh
per
yeah.
box.
Which
Yeah,
is we've also seen the sculptures and mock-ups for that, and it's
yeah,
it's really beautiful.
So one thing we should definitely note, I guess, is that while this model is coming in great PVC for durability and for really high detail for people who don't want to paint their models or don't have them painted, this model is absolutely paintable. And we're actually really, really looking forward to seeing, what some people do with it or when some people have other people do with it.
this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is, and this I wanted. Ultimately, I wanted to do this for the readers, for the fans. Saphira is the reason I wrote the series, and I know she is a huge, huge fan favorite, obviously. In fact, there are a number of young readers out there who are walking around who are named Saphira. So it was important to me to really do justice to the character and also the name, and try to deliver something absolutely awesome for readers all around the world.
And you have some of the best readers, by the way. So I was just on the subreddit earlier today because I was like, are we still like trending on the subreddit? And we got replaced by someone who got a tattoo, and I was like, okay, that's allowed because that is friggin' cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what people think of this because not only do I think that like the model itself is absolutely incredible, but the reception that we've had even up till now has just been so cool and people have been so excited and I can't wait. I think people are going to love this and it's going to be so much fun getting this in people's hands.
Yeah, and this statue again, going back to that sense of fierceness, to me really captures that feeling of sort of awe that you should feel when you see a dragon. When Saphira shows up, it's like, yes, she is. She will call Eragon little one, and she will curl up around him and be soft and cuddly with him. But boy, you should not mess with a dragon.
No, and that was I think what you and I both experienced, and probably your team, and I know my team when Octavio sent us that pose. I was like, yep, this is it. Yeah.
Mythical, terrifying fashion model.
Fierce. Terrifying fashion model. I like that. Can we use that as the catchphrase for the Kickstarter?
Works for me. Works for me.
Done.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that the Kickstarter's an amazing opportunity here. I'm sure the fans are going to do a wonderful job supporting it. They already have, so a big thank you to everyone who's backing this from me. As I said before, this is, as far as I know, this is going to be a one-time opportunity. We had a brief window to do something like this. We seized it. It's not likely to open up again. If there ever are more figures or statues of Saphira or Eragon, it will likely be licensed merch that I'm not in control of and that I'm not producing, which doesn't mean it won't be good. It just will be produced in a different fashion. Yeah. So this one, I got to have my grubby little paws on, and it was an absolute blast. I'm incredibly thrilled with the final product. Bryce and Wraithmarked are amazing to work with. If any of you are authors watching this, can't recommend them highly enough. And I can't wait for all of you to get your hands on your own Saphira sculptures.
Kickstarter is going to be the place to get it. Thank you guys so much for the support so far, and we really, really hope that you guys like it.